Hello there, Chaz here, and I'm checking out Read Only Memories, a new cyberpunk adventure. I might actually do a full playthrough of this, I'm not sure yet, but already I love the soundtrack to this thing. So, you know, there's that. And there's the infinite screens, and just make sure everything's good to go. Alright, let's go ahead and start a new game. And I'll just stay quiet for the little intro sequence here.
Neo San Francisco, 2064 AD. The world is on the cusp of not one, but three technological singularities. Cybernetic augmentation and genetic modification allow the repair and enhancement of almost any part of a human body. Millions of people jack into virtual worlds every day to work, play, and connect with one another with advanced brain-to-machine technology. Easier access to genetic modification leaves hybrids walking the streets, looking less human every day. Relationship Organizational Managers, or ROMs for short, are the commonplace companion and tool of any modern person.
Are extremely intelligent.
However, they are still machines at their core. The logic they are built on impedes their ability to think for themselves and determine their own behavior.
Right. You see, this is at the heart of why we took on this merger with Parallax. We wanted to take artificial intelligence to the next level. And now, well, we have devices that can truly adapt.
Organizations, like the Human Revolution, seek to slow the relentless pace of progress, fearing that unchecked technology will make us lose the very things that make us human. High above the rising tension below, a Parallax engineer buries himself in schematics and equations, trying to bring a new kind of life into the world. And with this, humanity's destiny will be altered forever.
And that's the intro. Oop. Whoa, that music. So, because of the setting, it's entirely reasonable that, well, you'll see in just a second. Well, I say this, but... Okay, this is the prologue. But, one of the things that I've noticed is, because of the way this is played in like first person, the game essentially assumes nothing about who you are. So you can essentially be anybody in Neo San Francisco, and that means I could totally be Chaz Terror. So I'm, unless I'm told otherwise by the game, I'm going to assume that I am in fact Chaz Terror. So here we go. Home sweet home. Okay, maybe not so sweet. Musty might be a better descriptor. So, got my door. Well, at least you say, well, at least you feel safe behind this newly installed security door. Alright, cool. I've got a coffee. Coffee. The great equalizer. The one thing that the poor and rich alike need to chug through the day. You assume. Alright. I might as well have some coffee then. Oh, I can talk to my coffee. Maybe it would feel less silly talking to this if I had a portrait of a cat printed on it. Fair enough. I'll try drinking it. You take a sip of the old stale coffee. The letters F and K seem clear as day. It's also really gross. I love that. Just a little nod to Deadly Premonition in there. YMO poster. Your friend Hayden gave this to you. The group is old, but the music is timeless. That's what he said, at least. Okay, let's figure out what the hell is in the sink here. You don't know exactly what that ooze is, only that it seems to be growing. Can I turn on the sink? Running water might just make it worse. Alright, fair enough. Okay. Can I go to sleep? I mean, I just got back home. You probably shouldn't sleep before submitting your article. Oh, I've got to submit an article, do I? take a look at the Lappy then. I've done the first bit, I've done like the prologue, and that's about all I've done. So let's go ahead and boot up the Lappy. Lappy is a bit of a relic. Yeah, that's a bit of a relic. You have an article due tonight. Better finish it before bed. Alright. I assume I'm going to be using journal logic for this. Before you can review the GX Ultra Beats, you must become one with the GX Ultra Beats. Where did you put those damn headphones anyways? Alright, I'll log out for just a second. They're over here. GX Ultra Beats headphones. A pair of GX Ultra Beats headphones, the ultimate in budget audio. You'd better try them out so you can start crafting your review. Alright. Is there anything I can try them with? I'll take them. Headphones added to items. These are the GX Ultra Beats you need to write a review for. Guess now is as good a time as any to get to work. Like, this is all that the game assumes about you. You know somebody called Hayden, and you're writing reviews for stuff. Oh, they're smart headphones, so you should be able to use them with some things lying around your apartment. Alright. But yeah, all the game assumes about you is that you know this guy called Hayden, and that you are some sort of journalist who kind of wants to become a proper author at some point. So, what's this? Talk to your bed. This bed only chats back when you're sleep talking. It's not the most well-designed function. Can I talk to the sink? You try talking to the sink, but it gives you the cold shoulder. How rude. Can I use my headphones at the sink? I probably shouldn't, but you know, those damn headphones. Yep. You can hear the sink gurgling in high def. Gross. Can I listen to the poster? Never tried this before. Ooh. You touch the poster and YMO begins playing in your ear. Nice. I can use it with my bed, I know this much. The headphones detect that you're laying down and begin to play some soothing ocean sound effects. Cool. Let's see. I can go ahead and use the headphones on my Lappy. You sync up the headphones and watch a stream of your favorite anime film. Cool. Alright. Boot up the Lappy. I can check Lips Live. You turn on the GX Ultra Beats and they sync automatically as you start to watch one of the less pornographic feeds. Alright, fair enough. Your best options are usually limited to video game feeds, old concert recordings, and streams of baby animals. Your choice is clear. Lappy's speakers feel neglected, but you're glad that the first part of your work is finished. You're so accomplished. Cool. So now I can write a journal about this if I want. Alright, time to get your work out of the way. Let's do this. Selling your soul, bit by bit, character by character, finished. Now to send it off to the editor. There, your big break. Surely your glowing review of GX Ultra Beats is your ticket out of poverty and into a book deal. Surely. Work is finally out of the way. Time for bed. But first, log out. Or you could read some OK Today and catch up on some real news before you sleep. Fair enough. Just check out my mail. Get cheap crash. Only 99 creds for 30 today supplied 212 stims. Wow. Alright, 212 stims maybe. Hello there, I'm Prince Thomas. Yes, the Prince Thomas, heir to the digital empire of Horse eBooks 92413. Oh my god. I need your help to secure my great fortune, and of course will reward you handsomely for your assistance. Please, if you could send your personal credit IT marker to me immediately, so that sounds like a great business opportunity. Past due. Your account has past due an amount of 216 credits. Failure to restore your account may result in turn. Oh man. Ah yes, the age-old choice between food or electricity. Alright, I guess I'll, hop out of Lips. I should go to sleep. Ooh, what's going on here? Whoa. Good. You're finally awake. I'm honestly not sure why most humans still have such lengthy sleep cycles. I hear that's significantly opposed to cybernetic augments. What? I hope you don't mind. While you were asleep, I had some spare time on my hands, so I reorganized your records and entertainment media using BISAC. Once that was done, I found the cleanliness of your living and workspace to be suboptimal conditions for the long-term performance of my macro actuators, so I took the liberty of cleaning the place up a bit. As you awoke, I was attempting to interface and make performance adjustments to your personal computer, but I've run into a bit of a snag. How did you get in here in the first place? I came in through the front door. The cryptographic algorithms it uses are actually quite atrocious. It only took me 17 trillion clock cycles to break your entry code. Looks rather imposing, but it's actually a knockoff of the Sekugate M14723B. I knew my landlord was full of it when he said it was the best. Don't feel too bad. I actually cheated a bit when I cross-referenced known significant numeric codes against the stored personal data on you. I'm not certain why you picked the birthday of your first dog, but it was sufficiently obscure to defeat most casual attempts to enter. Frankly, I felt a little silly that I took the time to do it once I noticed that the lock on your window was broken. And that you left it open. My window's lock is broken? Yes. I attempted to repair it, but it uses a proprietary bolt head that I'm not equipped to remove. I took the liberty of filing a maintenance request with your building superintendent. Alright, cool. Considering the speed at which he has historically worked, I estimate it will take him 16 working days to complete the repair. Not quite to my standards. You know my dog's birthday? Honestly, it would have taken me longer if I had to enter the codes manually, but it was trivial to slice through the door's firewall and try against the stored data directly. I would suggest investing in an INSAF model 1355. The 1385 is newer, but I find the added attack vector introduced by the voice controls isn't worth the convenience. It's 300 5-star reviews on Congo. Wait a sec, what was it about my computer? Unfortunately, your motherboard seems to have broken down in some way while I was attempting to remove some particularly nasty malware. An electrical surge caused significant damage to several other components as well. I would consider it no great loss, though. Why were you using that dinosaur to begin with? I don't have enough money for a new computer. Don't fret! I did manage to back up your data drive's contents before the crash. Additionally, I'm willing to serve as your personal computer unit. I'm willing to serve as your personal computer until you can procure a replacement or provide the parts necessary for me to make the repairs. It is the least I can do. Okay, and you decided to break into my home because... I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to engage you in any sort of subterfuge, but I tend to ramble on a bit when I'm nervous. I have all of the necessary protocols, but I've never actually spoken to another person besides Hayden until now. You know my friend Hayden? Hayden Weber? Well, saying I know Hayden is putting it simply, but yes. I haven't seen Hayden in years. Where is he? I don't really know. That's why I'm here. Help me. You aren't quite my only hope, but certainly the most statistically supported. I have done the math. Alright, slow down, just start from the beginning. Imprecise, but I think I know what you mean. Earlier tonight, Hayden's apartment was assaulted by some unknown persons. He seemed frightened, terrified even, and instructed me to escape, lest I be captured by the intruders too. I crawled out of a window and, after some deliberation, came here. I heard them breaking down the door as I left. Was anyone out for Hayden? No. I'm not even certain who would benefit the most from taking Hayden prisoner. It's not as though he'd been looking over his shoulder. However, there are several multinational corporations that could make use of his engineering skills, but I can't imagine any of them would go as far as snatching him. He also has never indicated to me any possible danger from an outside person or group. Why would they want Hayden? Hayden is one of the top researchers at Parallax, but I can't imagine that would be enough to get him kidnapped. Especially since no one has even tried offering more money yet. I suspect that it's to do with me. Who are you anyway? What do you have to do with it? Ah! Excuse me! I forgot to introduce myself. I've never had the pleasure of doing so before. I am Turing. It sounds a bit unflattering, but I suppose you could describe me as one of Hayden's experiments. He's currently researching advanced machine intelligence at Parallax. I'm a personal side project of his. Exploring true artificial sapience. It's possible that the idea of a sapient machine could scare or tempt an organization into kidnapping him. Either to stop his research, or to take it and use it for themselves. Alright, tell me more. A regular ROM has virtual intelligence. They can appear rather smart, even seeming human when you talk to them. This is just because they're cleverly programmed to respond to a variety of situations in an organic manner. They aren't in any way self-deterministic. As for myself, much of my code wasn't actually written by Hayden, but rather compiled during my infancy as I was taught to interact with the world around me. But, despite my ability to self-modify my code, I'm not certain that I'm sapient. I am afraid to adapt or develop any further without Hayden's guidance. Did he only program me with the illusion of free will? How would you know, one way or the other? Hayden once told me that his desire to create artificial life stemmed from his need to find out. But I can't say that I have any new insight into the question. It worries at me. How can any of you tell that you aren't just puppets dancing to someone else's will? I think we're getting a little too philosophical here. You're right. I apologize for the tangent. Why come to me? I ran an algorithm against every contact in Hayden's address book. Based on my assumptions of his ability, directness of connection to Hayden, occupational skill, and probable motive, you are the candidate most likely to be both able and willing to help me. And the one least likely to be suspected of helping me. I think I understand what you mean. We're out of time. Out of time? I took the liberty of charging the autocab fare from here to Hayden's apartment to your personal finance account, and the car has just arrived. Oh, come on, I'm already having trouble with money. Why not go to the police? They might be able to help. No, we can't. Hayden warned me that the authorities could be in the pocket of whomever was after him. My own calculations showed that the possibilities of corruption or a leak are dangerously high. If word gets out that Hayden is kidnapped, his life may be put in further danger. His chances of escape would surely decrease. We must keep this to ourselves for now. Please. Alright, lead the way. That's strange. They seem to have replaced Hayden's door already. I'm certain my audio sensors picked up the sounds of his assailants breaking the lock. Perhaps a maintenance robot will take care of it? It's possible. Most of the repairs to the building are handled by the automated systems. Oh! A lucky break. It seems my access codes still work. Hayden's door has far better security than yours does. We shouldn't disturb any evidence, just in case we do need to go to the police after all. Agreed. Watch me then now proceed to fumble with all the evidence. As you enter, you take a glance around the studio apartment. Not much has changed since your last visit a few years ago. Doesn't look like there was that much of a struggle. I'm not surprised. Hayden is not the most physically intimidating of individuals. I doubt he could have fought off serious attackers. I should have stayed and tried to protect him. Aren't you programmed against harming humans? Of course not. How silly. To make a machine intelligence truly self-deterministic, it must be able to self-modify. Any sapient worth their silicon would be able to code around such an inhibitor eventually. I could rip your arm off right now if I cared to. I'd really rather you didn't. I won't for the same reason you don't go around randomly killing people. The social contract, as a useful construct, is just as apparent to me as it is to you. It simply isn't acceptable to go on a murderous rampage. Glad we're clear on that one, buddy. Self-defense and defense of one's home and family is typically allowed, though. I could have and may even have been obligated to come to Hayden's defense. But if they were after you, you did the right thing getting away. Excellent point. Let's start searching for clues. Okay, so a few more minutes of this. I know this is basically where the prologue ends, so I'm just gonna look around. Broken tech, let's take a look at this. A ROM component in Hayden's headset. He must have been in the middle of working on something. Let's see here. Get the stack of books. I think I see something under those reference books. Alright, I'll move these then. A tablet. Ah, Hayden's tablet. I find it rather annoying that he prefers to go basic rather than entrust me with his schedule. It is well within my skill set, but he claims he does not want me to begin to feel subservient to him. Fair point. Looks like there's a place here for a physical memory card. And there's a memory card down here. Looks like an old, high-density memory card. Something in the room might be able to read it. So, I can put the thing into the doohickey. Hayden must have taken out the memory card in order to prevent his assailants from easily tracing his connections. If only he had kept his information stored with me, he would not have had to resort to such crude measures. The tablet's calendar says he was supposed to meet with someone named Tomcat today. Ring any digital bells? Not really. I guess we'll have to go ask. It says here they were going to meet at a club called Stardust in the Castro. I'll mark it on your city map for you. We can head over there and ask around about this Tomcat character. My city map? Oh, excuse me. I still haven't set up a user account for you in my system. We shouldn't put that off any longer. Once finished, I will have an assortment of new ways to assist you. For example, I'll be able to reroute any call or message that you receive while we're out and about. There are many other systems and applications you'll be able to utilize in addition to these. This is an exciting thing, I promise. I just need to ask you a few questions. Don't you know literally everything about me already? You knew my first dog's birthday, for heaven's sake. This is just how things are done. I'm certain I could spend a few quadrillion clock cycles to bypass that part of my operating system, but that seems less efficient than just running the setup program. So, here we go. Welcome to the first times user setup for your new relationship and organizational manager, running the latest build of the Parallax Live Intelligence Processing System. I'll need to ask you a few questions, and then you can get right to managing your life with your new ROM. If you have any questions, feel free to consult our online FAQ and setup guide, or contact our support department directly. I love the face Shuri makes her. First, could you tell me your preferred name, for use in account creation, online communications, and conversational speech? Enter name. I am Chaz. Thank you. I have input your name as Chaz. Next, could you tell me which pronouns I should use for you in referential and conversational speech? You got a lot of options here. This is one of the things I really liked about this. You can basically have any pronouns that you want. Even custom pronouns, if that's your thing. I am going to be in character as Chaz Sayer. He's kind of he will identify either as he or they. I'm gonna go with they just for the sake of, interesting story stuff, I guess. Thank you. I have input your pronouns as they, them, their, theirs. Finally, could you tell me your preferred diet for use in restaurant recommendations? Again, as I'm playing as Chaz Sayer, he's kind of a vegetarian. More because of the Sayer physiology, kind of diet kind of stuff. Diet set is vegetarian. Are you sure? That's correct. Thank you, Chaz. I have obtained your physical location from GPS and will load local data into my memory as it becomes available. Please review your submitted profile information for accuracy, or restart setup to enter it again. In review, your name is Chaz, your pronouns are they, them, and your diet is vegetarian. Does that sound right? Correct. Thank you, Chaz. See, Chaz? That was relatively painless. You should now be able to access the local map of Neo SF. The meeting with Tomcat isn't until later this evening. Perhaps we should head back to your apartment for now. Alright, I'm ready to go. I'm sure we can find some common good in getting to know one another better. We should have no problem passing the time efficiently. Thank you for escorting me here. Let's head back to your home. And that is the start of chapter 1. So I think I'm gonna leave it there. I might, you know, your Crashula Avata isn't doing very well, Chaz. I'll do this one little bit here. Have you been overwatering it? My what? This jade plant you have on the windowsill here. It's actually a succulent, and since I'm assuming you leave this window open all the time, it should get more than enough water just from the occasional rain blowing in. Speaking of the rain, your decorative plant may be doing poorly, but the mildew in your drywall is flourishing. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave it there if I can. Yep. And I'll make sure to save my game. Let's see here. There we go. And that'll be it for just now. I'll definitely continue this soon, probably. I enjoy this game a whole bunch already. So, thank you for watching, and I shall see you later.